If Highlander was a video game, genre choices and platforms. The 1986 cult classic film Highlander has all the ingredients for an engaging video game adaptation. Timeless lore, compelling characters, epic sword fights, and a rich narrative that spans centuries. While the property has yet to receive a definitive gaming interpretation, imagining it as a video game opens up a range of creative possibilities. Here's a breakdown about how Highlander could translate into the gaming world from genres to platforms. Genre choices: 1. Action adventure with RPG elements. This genre could deliver the full Highlander experience, balancing fast-paced combat with deep narrative exploration. Core gameplay: players embody Connor MacLeod or customizable immortal characters and traverse centuries engaging with sword duels and unraveling the mysteries of immortality. Combat mechanics would emphasize parrying, timing, and using the environment to gain the upper hand. RPG features: leveling up could involve learning new sword techniques, unlocking lore or about immortal history, and forging alliances. Choices could affect the timeline, with decisions shaping relationships and outcoming in the modern-day gathering. Open world potential: imagine exploring locations like 16th century Scotland, revolutionary France, and 1980s New York, each brimming with side quests and secrets tied to immortal lore. Number 2, Battle Royale. The tagline, "There can be only one," fits perfectly with the core concept of a Battle Royale, where players compete to be the last one standing. Core gameplay: players assume the roles of immortals, battling across vast iconic locations in the franchise. Each match starts with players scavenging for weapons, relics, and upgrades. As the match progresses, the arena shrinks, forcing players into climactic showdowns. Combat focus: sword-based duels take center stage, with parrying, dodging, and counters adding a skill-based element. Defeating opponents triggers a visually stunning quickening, temporarily enhancing the victor's abilities. Dynamic maps: from the highlands of Scotland to the urban rooftops of New York. Each map would feature interactive environments, and hazards that affect gameplay. Customization: players could create their own immortal, unlocking new skins, weapons, and quickening effects through progression or microtransactions. Number 3, fighting games. For fans of the franchise's iconic duels, a fighting game is a natural fit. Mechanics: players select their immortal, each with unique weapons, fighting styles, and special moves. Combat will revolve around high-stakes one-on-one battles where decapitating opponent triggers a visually stunning quickening sequence. Roster: classic characters like Connor MacLeod, the Kurgan, and Ramirez could join fan favorites from the TV series and expanded lore. Game modes: the story mode could follow the gathering, while multiplayer and tournament modes let players compete for dominance as the last immortal standing. Number 4, narrative-driven interactive drama. For a cinematic take, an interactive drama akin to Telltale Games or Quantic Dream titles could immerse players in the Highlander's complex storyline. Focus: decision-making and relationship could take center stage, with combat serving as intense choice-based sequences. Replayability: choices might determine who lives or dies, alter the timeline, and influence who ultimately wins the prize. Emotional depth: exploring Connor's relationship, immortality's toll, and historical events could create a poignant, character-driven experience. Number 5, Soulslike action game. If Highlander leaned into its darker tones, a Souls-like game would amplify the challenge and the intensity of battling other immortals. Combat: precision-based swordplay and brutal difficulty could reflect the highest stakes of immortal duels. The atmospheric gothic and atmospheric rain-soaked environments of 1985 New York or eerie medieval castles would heighten the tension. Narrative: lore could be discovered organically through the item descriptions, cryptic NPC dialogue, and environmental storytelling. Platforms: 1, console. Given its cinematic roots and action potential, the Highlander game would thrive on modern consoles like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S. These platforms, which could showcase rich visuals, expansive worlds, and immersive audio design, especially with the iconic Highlander soundtrack by Queen. 2. PC. PC gaming offers flexibility from high-resolution graphics to modern potential, allowing players to expand the game's world with custom characters, weapons, and missions. 3. Nintendo Switch. For a more portable option, a scaled-down version could introduce turn-based combat or a more stylized aesthetic to accommodate the Switch's hardware. 4. VR platforms. Imagine wielding Connor's katana in VR, engaging in immersive first-person sword duels. Platforms like MetaQuest and PSVR2 could make players feel like a true immortal battling for the prize. Key features for success: epic soundtrack, incorporating Queen's music like including Princess of the Universe is a must for capturing the essence of Highlander. Historical settings: the ability to fight for multiple time periods, with each era feeling distinct, would make the game truly immersive. Immortal mechanics: the quickening, immortality, and the rule of there can be only one should be central to gameplay and multiplayer options. Competitive multiplayer modes where players duel as custom immortals could add longevity. Final thoughts: a Highlander video game has the potential to be a genre-defining title, blending the timeless allure of its story with interactive gameplay. Whether it's an open-world RPG, a high-octane fighter, a battle royale, or a narrative-driven drama, the possibilities are as vast as the Immortals' lifetimes. With the right developer, a Highlander could ascend to gaming greatness because, after all, there can be only one. Hey there, fantasy and science fiction fans, lovers. If you can't get enough of mystical realms, futuristic worlds, and thrilling adventures, then you come to the right place. By subscribing to Fantasy and Science Fiction at Story Nori, you gain access to an amazing collection of stories that will transport you to realms beyond your imagination. By hitting that subscribe button, you'll never miss out on the latest tales of wizards, time travels, space exploration, and so much more. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the best in fantasy and science fiction storytelling, and we're always adding new and exciting content for you to enjoy. But that's not all. By subscribing, you'll be also becoming part of our incredible community of fellow fantasy and sci-fi enthusiasts. You'll be first to know about the latest content for the channel that you won't find anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? Join us on this epic journey into the unknown by subscribing to Fantasy and Science Fiction at Story Nori today. Your next thrilling adventure awaits. Right, hit that subscribe button and let the storytelling begin. Thank you for being part of our amazing community. We can't wait to share even more incredible stories with you.